Hey, what's up, guys? It's Mr. Creatine, and today's story time we're going to be talking about a very messed up night that happened back in, I think, October. And this can be messed up in a lot of ways, a fun, messed up way. There's a part of it that's like very kind of fucked up, messed up way, but it's just kind of however you choose to take the story. And so to start the story off, it's really earlier in the day. My mom's taking me to Dick's Sporting Goods. We're just sitting in the car talking, and we get on the topic of drunk driving. I don't remember how we got to this topic, but we were talking about it, and my mom was talking about how she was the best drunk driver on planet Earth. And so we just keep going on with that conversation. She basically tells me that she's the best drunk driver ever. She can drive extremely well. And then we just go to Dick's, and then it fast forwards. Nothing else happens until later when my friend Alvin comes over. And at the time, with it being October of 2023, I didn't really smoke that much then. Like, I just started like really getting into it, and Alvin had barely smoked at all. And so we had like over the weekend just been smoking with each other like every single weekend, like Friday nights or Saturday nights. And so he came over, we hung out, we smoked for a little while. My mom eventually left and went to a bar probably around like 7 or 8, and the bar is like down the street, maybe like a 3-minute drive, so it's not like it's far away. But so me and my friend Alvin were just chilling in my kitchen. We have my no, I didn't have the rolling tray out at the time. I had like a plate back before I had my rolling tray, and that's basically what I keep my weed on. It was just like a round plate. I actually have it. I'll have to find it and show you guys it at some point. But just I had a plate that I would keep my weed on, and I had a bong that I could use from my one friend that he had left at my house when he lived here, and he basically just let me use it up until it finally broke. But so we're just sitting out there, we're smoking, we're getting kind of bored, so we hit up our one friend who was at the time currently working at McDonald's. We'll just call him Austin. We hit him up. He is a major pothead. I'm probably gonna tell a few more stories about him on this channel at some point. And basically, he's like, I hit him up. I was like, yo, do you want to possibly hang out? He goes, I'm at work. I can stop by when I'm off of work, though. It's just not going to be till later because of the fact that he worked closing shift. And so we're like, okay, we're just sitting there. I think me and Alvin had like music playing on Spotify through the TV or something. But we were just like chilling out in my living room and kitchen. And the way my living room and kitchen are, it's like if you've ever been in a trailer before, it's kind of like split in half, and the living room's one side and the kitchen's the other. But we were just kind of chilling out there. We were both blasted. It was terrible. I have some videos. Especially because of the fact that Alvin was a newer smoker. Oh my god, he was tweaking so badly, and it was so hilarious. But my older brother had been at the house at the time. He had known that me and Alvin were both there. He knew that we were both smoking out in the kitchen, and periodically he would like come out and check on us to like see if one, mom came home, to make sure me and Alvin weren't fucking dead. And he comes out one of the times, and it's getting around like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and my older brother walks out, and he's the one that I was streaming with yesterday. I'll just call him Hermes because that's what his Xbox gamer tag is. But he comes out and he's like, "When the fuck is mom getting home?" And I'm like, I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot that she left to go to the bar, and I started like texting her because I start getting worried. We're both getting worried, and so I shoot her a couple texts. She doesn't answer me. She eventually calls Hermie, and she's with one of her ex-boyfriends at the bar, and then she wasn't on the phone for that long and hung up with us. And so basically we were just kind of in the dark for a lot of what was going on, of where she was at. And so we're just sitting there again after we get off the phone with her. It's getting around to be the time Aaron is getting off of his closing shift. He comes over. He brings his G Station, and he also brings a little bit of weed. We still had a lot left. Oh my God, my family, I think my older brother's the only one that doesn't smoke. And so there's just a lot of weed around the house constantly, and it's probably not good. And don't ever get into smoking when you're young. It's very bad. But he comes over, G Station weed. He pulls up a chair. We're posted out in like my kitchen. We have like a little island in the kitchen that we have 3 chairs pulled up at. And we start smoking again. And with it being the fact that me and Alvin were recently smoking, and I couldn't really handle G Stations all that much. Now, currently, I have a big ass G Station sitting in my room on like my little table area. But at the time, I could not handle hitting off G Stations. I would absolutely die. And so Austin goes to pull me a G, and I look at him, I go, I don't recommend you pull this G big. I'm probably not going to be able to handle the whole thing. And he says, you know what, man? I got you. And you know what? He didn't fucking get me. He pulled a big ass G. I went to inhale. Definitely didn't get all of it. And I had to go run to my bathroom. And like, to give you an idea of how much of just a bitch I was when it came to smoking at the time, I was curled over my toilet, like about to throw up in the toilet because of how big the G was. And I'm sitting there over my toilet, I'm coughing, and it's so bad. And then Austin goes to pull Alvin and G. I can hear like them talking while I'm like in my bathroom curled over the toilet, and I can hear the G bottle pulling up. I can hear the G being taken, and I can hear Alvin just start losing his shit coughing. And it's so hilarious to me in my head at the time, but I was in no position to laugh because I was in the same state as he was, coughing my ass off. And eventually Austin comes back, checks on me, makes fun of me a little bit, which is understandable. But I go to my room. I just end up laying the hell down because I legit was like about to green out. And I'm going to tell a story about greening out on here at some point, but I was on the verge of greening out, and I see Alvin stumbling down my hallway into the bathroom, and he's about to go curl over the toilet like I was. And Austin, he comes back, he checks on me again. He's like, just let me know if you need anything. I'm gonna head out before my mom realizes that I'm not still at work. And I'm like, I'm so fucking out of it at the time. I'm like, thanks for coming, man. I'll see you later. I dap him up. He leaves. Eventually, Alvin comes back in. He's on the verge of greening out too. Or he might have, for all I know. I'm not sure. And we go to bed, lay head to toe in my bed. Fucking a few hours, like, we completely forgot about my mom. And a few hours later, my older brother came into my room and woke me up. And I kid you not, I thought I was dreaming. He goes, Mom crashed the car into a ditch. Wake up and come help me get her out. And definitely not the best move on my part, but I went back to bed and told him to fuck off. Definitely not the best decision I could have made, and my mom says she just wishes that I had came over to where she had crashed the car at. Now, thankfully, she wasn't injured, like, wasn't hurt at all, but she wishes I just went over to where the car was crashed at and told her to get the fuck out of the ditch. But apparently, while me and Alvin were asleep, my mom crashed into a cornfield / ditch that had like water in it. Got my older brother and his fiance to come try and pick her up. She's in the car screaming at them. She ends up wandering out of the car, coming home. My older brother called the cops on her for like for crashing the car, obviously. And the cops full on told him to lock his door because she said that she was gonna beat the shit out of him. Now, I wouldn't say definitely don't threaten to beat the shit out of your kids if they're minors, but he's 20, 21 at the time. He's definitely old enough to catch the hands. So, yeah, bit of a hectic story time today. If you guys liked it, let me know. And guess you definitely let me know what kind of games I should play in the background. Oh, I plan to play the new Five Nights at Freddy's game when it comes out, like the beginning of August. So look forward to that. And let me know when good times to stream on Twitch would be, because I'm looking to do that and basically just maybe play games with some of you guys, play games with some of my friends, just live, have fun, hang out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.